You got a tattoo? Then you gotta have a story behind it. We're Tat-Stories, and we bring our viewers those stories. Baseball Guy and the Kahuna are still on the streets after dark, grabbing ink tails. Our first story is Biblical Conversation Ink. Our second, Survival Ink from the Vegas shootings. And our final is a onesie with a twist. Yep, a onesie.
Baseball Guy here in downtown San Diego with Trevor. Trevor, what are you doing tonight?
So I'm out here actually celebrating a friend's birthday, and we're having a good time.
Awesome. And you are with a party of ink, let me tell you. And you've got some amazing scriptural and biblical tattoos. Why don't you tell me a little bit about what you got going on here?
Yeah, so on the outside of my forearm, I actually have Jesus himself, a portrait of him. On the inside of my forearm, I have an embedded cross with the original Aramaic text of the Lord's Prayer. Aramaic text was actually the text that was around when Jesus was walking the earth. I have his hand with a nail going through his palm when he got nailed to the cross. I have the Archimedes God up top. I have the Dove of Peace, and then an angel on the inside of my arm.
Wow. So what made you get inspired, other than the Holy Spirit, to get all these tattoos on your arm?
Just being able to not say a word and be able to make an impact on people's lives just by wearing it. So if somebody needed to say something, you never know what people are going through. You never know if somebody's having a hard time, if they're going through problems in life. You never know who's contemplating suicide every single day, and you never know somebody that's saying, hey, you know what? Lord, show me a sign that you're still here, you're with me, and then somebody sees it and goes, hey, that's a really nice piece, and then we get to talking, and goes from there.
Have you had some good witnessing experiences as a result of this?
Yeah, definitely. A couple few things where, people were like, wow, that's really nice. Who did that? And then we just keep going from there. What brought you here tonight, wherever I am, whether that be a bar, a church, whether that be wherever it is, and just kind of go from there. Well, yeah, just have a conversation and just get talking. Hey, what's your religion? Do you have religion? Do you have a relationship with God? What do you have? Is there anything at all? And then just go from there.
What was the first tattoo you got?
First tattoo I got was actually the back of my calf. I got it when I was 15 and a half in a garage. That was super cool. Super fun. I was a sophomore in high school. It was great. And just got it covered up, actually. But, yeah.
How much did that first one hurt?
My dad was like, if you can pay for it yourself, go ahead, but you can't handle it. And I'm telling you straight up, because my dad's same thing, chest, sleeves, legs. He's like, you can't handle the pain, I'm not going to condone it. So I'm not taking you to an actual shop. So if you can pay for it yourself, do what you want to do. And I was like, you know what, Dad? I'm going to prove you wrong. And I did. I hated it. It was so painful. So painful.
So you got a lot of pain in that first tattoo. What made you get a second tattoo?
So second tattoo, the pain drew me back in. It's weird. If you have tattoos, you understand. If you don't have tattoos, it's a weird concept of the pain that you can handle to have something beautiful on you. And then that's when I first got my second tattoo was my Jesus piece, and I loved it. I mean, it was about 6.5 hour session. It hurt, but I loved it at the end of the day. And I was like, I'm just addicted. I need more. I need more to be able to express myself and verbally be able to get to people.
What's your next tattoo going to be?
That's a good question. I have half of my back done. I want to connect everything from my sleeve onto my chest and connect it all the way down to my back.
And so now, what do your friends think about your tattoos? Especially, what's your church think of your tattoos?
So church doesn't actually say a lot. They don't say very much. I've gone to a few churches actually out on the East Coast, and it's been a lot of criticism. The way I look, the way I dress. I wore a button-up and jeans to church, and it was still having a short sleeve shirt. They saw the sleeve immediately, and they were just like, didn't really give me a whole lot of warm welcoming with it. Current church that I'm at here in California, great. I love it. Nobody said anything to me. I've gotten compliments, if anything. Oh, wow, it's a beautiful Jesus piece. Good for you, and a way to express yourself. And then, yeah.
Sounds like some of those people on the East Coast are kind of like the Pharisees and Sadducees of Jesus' day, huh?
A little bit. Definitely seems more very traditional, very strict by the book, and I can completely understand that. I completely understand that. And the Old Testament says protect the temple. I totally get it. So, totally understand.
But obviously your heart's in the right place, and this is reflective of that, and I'm sure you're going to keep doing it, huh?
I'll keep getting religious pieces until I run out of space.
Awesome. Well, this is Baseball Guy here with Trevor, and we're checking out. Baseball Guy here, and I've got Devon. And Devon, first off, happy birthday.
Thank you.
All right, so you're out here celebrating the birthday. I love the sash. And then I see next to the sash some awesome ink. Why don't you tell me a little bit, first off, about this wolf that you've got on your arm?
So I have a wolf. I'm kind of obsessed with wolves. I have 3 flowers, which symbolize strength of character, endless love, and
Well, she's got 3. Anyways, it doesn't matter. It looks awesome. And how long ago did you get that?
I got this one 2 years ago in February.
What was the first tattoo you ever got?
This is the first one I got. Yeah.
Then you have something amazing on your back, and I'm going to try not to cry for this one, guys. We've had some tear-jerking stories here, Tat-Stories. This one is going to really hit home. Las Vegas. Tell me about this.
So I have a tattoo. I got it a few months after the Route 91 shooting at Vegas. I have 2 clocks, one for the time that it started, 10:05, and then I have one clock that has the date, which is 10/1/17. I have 6 sunflowers for the 6 people that helped me out that night, and then I have a chain that connects the 2 clocks, which are for the 9 girls that were there in Vegas with me, who all made it home safely, and then I have a butterfly sitting at the top for one of the friends that I lost in Vegas.
So you did lose someone in Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I told you it's going to get emotional, guys, here. Wow. Now, are you in touch with their family at all?
I am. Her name is Debbie, is his mom, and she's amazing. I'm supposed to see her hopefully sometime at the end of this month, but yeah, she lives close by, and he lived close by besides when he passed away. He was in Colorado at the time, so.
And what was his name?
Christopher Roybal.
All right. We, Christopher, your memory lives on. Obviously, what happened that night is one of the worst tragedies we've seen in this country. And I love the way that you memorialized it. I'm so thankful you got out of there okay. How did you survive?
I was there with one of my best friends, Maddie, and that's actually how I met the group that I'm here with tonight. She was an amazing person. We kind of just stuck together. We were front right stage, and there was, unfortunately for us, we were in one of the worst sections possible. So there wasn't really any running or anything like the majority of everyone did. We kind of just laid on the floor for the entire time of the shooting. And once we felt like it was okay to get up and try and run underneath the stage, we did so. And we kind of just talked each other through it, and through the entire night we stuck together. We didn't leave each other's side, and like 5-6 hours after the shooting, we finally made it out to our friend's house who lived in Vegas at the time. And so,
did the tattoo help with the healing process?
It did. As soon as my mom hates tattoos, and she hated my first one, and so I told her as soon as I left, I was like, I'm getting another tattoo, unfortunately. It was a huge part of the healing process, and still definitely something that I'm going through, and something that probably will never end for me, but a big part of my life that it would never take back, because it's taught me so much about life and about growth and strength and everything else. So,
well, Devon, our prayers with you, that the scars, thankfully they're emotionally for you. It certainly feel horrible that you lost a friend there. But thankfully you are alive, and I just hope that you can, do your best getting through this. I know it's not easy, and thank you so much for taking the time today.
of course, thank you.
All right, Baseball Guy is out. Baseball Guy here, and I've got Kenny Mouse?
Kenny Monkey.
Kenny Monkey. Okay. Now, what is up with this outfit? Because I don't see even any tattoos right now. We're going to get to that in a second, but I want to hear, what's the story with the outfit?
Right now we're doing a onesie bar crawl throughout San Diego. We're hitting probably about 12 or 13 different bars in our little onesies. If you look around San Diego, you'll see a lot of different characters around here, different koalas, different sloths over there. We got a little shark over there. But
Is this anything like the furries?
Not really. Similar, just without the grotesque state that encompasses.
All right, so these are normal people wearing onesies. Okay. And so now you got this monkey onesie, but underneath this onesie, you've got an arm that's really nice. Why don't you tell me about this mousetrap?
Yeah, I got a mousetrap sleeve. If anybody remembers the mousetrap game, it was a little board game where you assemble different pieces, and it kind of just triggers a little one piece to the next piece to the next piece to the next piece to eventually you catch the mouse and it kind of
That little plastic thing would fall down.
Yeah. I got that. I was about 19 years old when I thought of the idea. I was about 23 when I started on the outline. I was about 26 when I finished it all up, and at that point, at 26, I was wondering if it was kind of a good idea to finish it, and I did. And now I'm 35 years old, and I still got it going on my arm right now.
Are you thinking you might outgrow it and cover it up, or are you thinking, yeah, mousetrap is sexy?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna keep it for the rest of my life. It's a time period of my life when I think I was the most creative, and whether I get old and still have it, it's not anything that I'll ever feel ashamed of.
Now, what does your family think about the mousetrap?
They just kind of let me just do whatever I want to do with my life. I've always been kind of a free spirit like that, so they're usually pretty supportive with everything that I do.
Put a mousetrap on your arm, dress like a monkey, and how do you pee in that thing?
In this thing, I just unbutton the button here and then just go. I was blessed to be able to pee standing up, and it works.
So, do you have any tattoos besides the mousetrap?
I have a lot of tattoos. I got my mousetrap tattoo, and I got a nice little tattoo right here up on the chest. I got two birds fighting over a worm over here. I got
Is that your worm, or is it?
I mean, it could be anybody's worm, you know. It's just, it's 2020. You just let it ride, you know. But go in.
Oh, what's your next tattoo gonna be?
I'm thinking about some deep underwater adventure kind of back piece. That's like my next thing that I'm thinking. But I'm also flirting with an idea of some type of Japanese like artwork in on the back. But I don't know. I think the underwater would work a little bit better with this vice. The Japanese just conflicting styles.
Awesome. Well, maybe eventually you'll have so many tattoos that your tattoos will be your own onesie.
I think that would be perfect. Yeah, I just walk around in a little banana hammock, and then it works itself out. I don't got to spend the $30 for the onesie.
Kenny is a rock star here, folks. Let me tell you. Kenny, thank you so much for the time. This is Baseball Guy checking out.